joining us right now. Back for another round at least. Freshly coiffed.
Yeah.
That is good-looking
haircut.
That's
media day hair.
It's Kevin Huerter, Red Velvet, everybody. Hello.
Tight fit. I just, you remove the headband, all of a sudden you can see the haircut. It's crazy. That's how that works.
So there's not been a stylistic change in the hair from last year necessarily. We're just not wearing a headband.
Just gone shorter, I would say, in general.
On the sides.
On the sides, yeah. The headband allowed for longer hair that
it did.
I didn't want to be, touching my hair all game, so the headband kind of
was almost kind of moving into your world with he was getting kind of feathered and longer. And
he gets long, but Domas is in the locker room pressing it. He presses it down to make sure it works for the game.
Yeah.
So the headband's done for the year? It's not happening?
I think the headband has seen its last days.
Wow. Breaking news on Sactown Sports 1140. The headband is no more.
Headband's done. Well, the NBA is probably happy because I was getting a new headband every game. Because that was just, what do you call that? When you got to keep doing the same thing.
Yeah.
There's a word for this.
Come on,
superstition. So superstition. I had a new one every game. I reused them for practice, so I wasn't a complete bum. Sorry?
What'd you do with the old ones? Sorry.
The old ones, if we won, they went to a fan. If we lost, they went to the trash. So
I got it.
Yeah.
So I know you've seen the fan that looks like you or tries to look like you. You think how soon will he pick it up that you don't wear the headband anymore?
We shall see. We'll see if he continues the haircuts because I could just start doing some crazy things. Like I'm not sure how old he is, but like if I were to per se buzz, would he get it back?
See how far he'll go with it.
See how far he'll go.
Got like a mohawk one day.
Flip the script.
Yeah.
Flip the script.
Pressure on him.
Diet, maybe.
See how committed is he to the bit, right? Like you have to find out.
Some people are about it. Some people just talk about it.
What about isn't there a fan out there that? Well, I'm sure there's many, but isn't there one that has like this massive crush on you and posts about it all the time? Like I see it on Twitter. It's like I think the name is like I'm in love with Kevin Huerter or something like that.
I have one very loyal fan from my Atlanta days that her name is Alicia. I still think goes to at least one or two a year. She only wears my jerseys. But we're cool. I see her in the huddles. I say what's up.
Nice.
It's great. She's a great fan.
We have the same, we deal with it all. And it's like, it's awesome. Like,
but it's always cool unless there's not like a boundary that's crossed.
Right.
She's been
good.
She's been great. She's been great.
Nice. I got to ask you about the Yankees. You want the Royals or you want the Come on.
I was waiting for this.
Yeah,
talk.
You want the Orioles or the Royals?
I think I want the Royals.
Yeah.
But Seth Lugo and Bobby Witt kind of scare me.
Okay.
But worst lineup.
He's a Giants fan. They don't have to really worry about anything.
New York Football Giants.
Yeah.
Football Giants.
You're a better quarterback than Daniel Jones. I'm sorry, but aren't you?
I plead the fifth, although we are going to be probably right in line to figure out if he's the guy.
Yeah.
It's a prove it year. He knows that.
Yes.
That actually would have been funny if Kevin right there, you said that. And he's like, yeah, well, as you know, Daniel's my first cousin. We grew up together.
Can you imagine?
He's having a tough time right now. That would have been funny.
He's been better. He's been better this year. So there's his credit.
Are you cleared, by the way? You cleared? Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Not cleared.
No.
What's
I still have my surgeon to think I'm ready to go. Yeah. Anytime you have surgeries, I mean, even our team doctors here, my agent, it's surgeon knows best. He was the one who was on the inside, saw it. He has his own plan. So I see him every couple weeks. I go back, I think October 7th, and hopefully I get good news. But, I mean, everybody's kind of in agreement. This is something that once I'm back, I want to be back and not have to be dealing with something that's lingering. So I'm going to, I want to be back on the court. I want to be playing game one. In a perfect world, I get to sneak a preseason game in there. We'll see. In a perfect world. But also I want this to be something when I do return to the court that it's behind me officially. So until we get to that point, then we'll be back.
So I'm going to ask you one of those radio questions, and I know generally athletes give a certain answer, but you're a pretty straightforward dude. I'm not trying to, throw excuses at you or anything, but I think a lot of people want to know. some of the struggles you were having last year? Because you'd said at one point this had been bothering you for a while. Was it in part because that shoulder was bothering you?
No, I'll say no. It's something I've had for years. Something that I definitely tweaked on multiple occasions, sometimes in practice, sometimes in games. I stayed away from certain plays that I knew would bother it, but I had the same issue my first year here. So the year I had a career year, and then the following year where it wasn't a career year, like I wouldn't sit here and put my finger and say my shoulder was the issue.
But you've been playing with I won't say a bum shoulder, but you've been playing with a not perfect shoulder your whole career.
For like 3 or 4 years now. I first did it, I think it was my second or third year in Denver. We were on the road, and that was the first time. I think it was a Terry's minor, they called it.
Okay.
Strain, and I think I was out for maybe like 4 weeks, and until from then, like it hasn't been right.
What if it's like what's that movie with Rowan Gardner?
Henry Rowan Gardner, the rookie.
What if it's like that? Like
That'd
you got
sick.
the surgery,
except it's my left.
your first 3-pointer.
Yeah, but would you shoot left if it was worth it?
That's a great point.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could just make it from everywhere. And you're shooting lefty now.
Lefties have all the advantage.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
It goes through the backboard.
Lefty batter, lefty shooter.
True.
Good point.
Lefty QB.
Lefty QB.
Okay.
Yeah. Interesting.
Except for writing. You don't want to be a lefty like writing.
Well, because especially if you're sitting next to somebody and they're a righty, because then you're elbow hugging.
Yeah.
Oh, then you just like rub your own words the whole time.
Right. No, that's a great point. I never
Yeah.
thought about that either.
You have thought about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my kids will bat lefty. They'll shoot lefty. All of it.
Kick lefty, whatever. Just make them lefties.
Yeah. Whether they want to or not.
You said your kids. I mean, thinking last year at Media Day, didn't we do a relationship report at Media Day last year?
I think we were.
Or it was just where we at? Like we asked them. We like to get personal. But like for all the ladies out there,
Hello, ladies.
Hello, ladies. They
How
want
are
to
you?
know. They want to know what's going on. You good?
I am in a relationship.
Oh,
It's,
breaking
fair.
news again. Wow.
I am.
Headband, relationship.
I think it was when the headband was removed. That's when officially.
Is that what's going on? Okay.
She came along.
Someone's calling the shots now.
She did. That's correct.
How's your podcast setup doing? We see you on other shows. I'm not saying like it's a jealousy thing.
A little bit.
It's kind of a jealousy thing, but it's fine. We had our thing. Like, we always talked about how you did take it seriously, and we appreciated that. Like, you
had the gear.
You had the gear. Like the first one was like the closet was open in the back, and then next thing, like everything's dialed in. So we still believe you're going to be a broadcaster if you want to when you're done with all this.
Shall see. We shall see. Hopefully, there's a couple of different options. It's fun. I mean, you could talk about sports.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't sit here and say it's easy. You got to do your preparation. You guys would know, but it's not the worst thing to be doing in the world.
No, it just takes a lot of skill, like a lot of skill. Very skilled. So you're good though, man. Like honestly, we're screwing around a little bit, but we do with you. But you're such a huge part of this team. And again, I'm going to assume I know you probably better than I do, but I got the distinct impression in all our conversations that you are insanely competitive. And when you're not at 100%, whether it's performance or health or a combination, you get really pissed. And, like, you're on it this year. Like, I have a feeling you're like a slingshot ready to go this year.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready to go. A lot of motivation on my part for sure. Yeah, that's the thing. And I think just generally as fans, like, most guys that make it to this level and this, like, we're harder on ourselves than anybody else could be. To the point where I have coaches and people around me telling me to chill out,
right.
And so it's been a long off season. I've had a lot of time to reflect and think and hope and look forward to this day and obviously tomorrow in training camp. Like I said, the shoulder is obviously the step that I have to get right and figure out. But yeah, I mean, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to continue to prove myself. It's not something that you're never in this league where you don't have to continue to prove yourself. Right. Everyone's, if you look at the average career, there's most of the guys that come through in this league, it's year by year. What have you done for me lately? That's what this league is. And so just like I was ready last year, the year before, like it's a brand new season, ready to prove myself again. And I do. I know how much I can help this team, and when I'm on, I think the level of this team raises drastically, and when I'm off, it just makes it a lot harder on other guys. So, I'll be ready to go.
Yeah, the competition on your own team for you and for everybody is kind of significant this year, isn't it?
It is, but again, that's the NBA. That's kind of it's the best of the best, and it's a good problem to have. Obviously, there's a lot of talent on this team that, again, if everybody does their job, we're going to be pretty good. And, Mike gets to figure out how all those pieces figure out and fit together. But we still root for each other. We're going to come in this gym, work hard, obviously figure it out.
We'll go back to what you were saying about the summer and how hard you've been working. We had this conversation a few weeks ago, so it's kind of appropriate to bring it up here with an actual pro athlete. When you're in high school, when you're in college, you're doing that morning road work, you're pushing harder in the gym because you have this dream, like you have a goal in your head, right? And then without getting into too into your finances, but we can all look it up, like you're not you get to do the extra value meal like Supersize if you want. You're not worried about your bank account. What is the drive once you know you're generationally wealthy and that money is guaranteed and you've achieved your dream? I understand you're still young, but do you have to dig deeper to find that fire when as you didn't in college or high school? Isn't any different?
Honestly, no, not yet.
Yeah, okay.
It's always the next thing. Like it's always the next one. Here's Dougie.
Just got a.
This is my people. You treating them right?
Yeah. Just don't ever call them on the air. Yeah, ever.
Except this guy right here. Say, Kev, Sacramento will be voting. Headband or no headband?
Oh, we believe no headband. I believe it's no headband.
You bought in, huh?
No headband.
Attaboy.
Now we're getting the rest of the story.
Start hanging out with
Doug
Dougie
Christie.
more. Now I'm playing Jane
He
over here.
might not have any hair if you hang out with me.
Yeah, I gotta stay away.
You were saying it hasn't changed really your motivations.
It's always the next thing. It's always the next thing. Like there's always
goalpost change.
Goalpost change.
Yeah.
Like it's even the day that I signed my first contract in the NBA. It was okay. Now I want to get the second contract. Now it's the day I signed the second one. Now you want to sign the third, and hopefully the day I sign the third, it's what's after that. What's the fourth? Like the goalposts always move. It was the same way in high school. You make this all-star game, you win this thing. What am I doing in college? You make college NCAA tournament. Okay, what am I doing? Like there's always the next thing, and for me, I continue to find whatever that next thing is, and maybe when I get to DeMar's point in year 16, that might change, but I'm still too young. Still year 7, 26. There's still too much I want to achieve.
Do you? That's kind of weird in your career. Do you feel like you're a young player? Or you're in that sweet spot where you're a young veteran? Like, where do you feel like you are?
I feel young, but I'm like, how have I been in this league 7 years already?
Yeah.
Because I vividly remember my rookie year. Like, remember having to do all the duties and thinking and looking at guys on our team like, I can't wait till I'm in year 5 or 6 where I can start making guys do this type of thing. And every year I feel like I come in and I'm 1 or 2 years older than these guys. I'm like, I can't make this guy pick up my bags and I can't make him do this. But I feel young, but seven years is legit. That's a vet. It's vet status.
It doesn't go away. We still feel young.
Yeah.
And then look at our beards. And then I found it literally a 2-inch hair growing out of the back of my ear, the back end of my. You start sprouting hair where you did not think it was possible. It's an incredibly weird thing getting older, and you're like 26. I would kill to be there. Yeah,
maybe the hair growth. I'll keep off the pod, but I think for me, yeah, it's my next step. I got to grow the beard. I can't. This is the best I got.
Have you? How much of that Rubicon have you tried to cross?
I just get nothing. I get a stash. I get a little bit of peach fuzz on the neck.
Yeah.
It's not enough where you're like.
Well, my son and you are similar. I've told you this before.
Yeah.
Of similar color.
I get nothing. Cheeks. I get nothing.
All peach fuzz.
You could do a mustache.
I don't want a mustache.
Yo,
here's the thing. I won't.
Came to media day with a mustache.
There's an old picture of my dad when he was in college. He rocked a mustache, and me and my brother make fun of him every time we see the picture. And so I literally I won't do it because I know I'm gonna look back and be like, oh my god, I had a mustache. Like, what was I doing?
And it's on camera and TV.
All the time. Like, there's no hiding it.
4K.
What if the career year was related? If you knew the mustache got you a career year, you're doing the mustache.
Oh, yeah. But there's also, like, stages of mustache. Like, if you could really grow, like, a fireman's mustache, like a big old thick, kind of hanging over the lip, and you could just totally lean into that, yes. But I also probably can't get that thick of a stash, so it would just be, like, this weird dirt stash.
Okay, so you drink like a Red Bull, but you know that in there is the ability to all of a sudden you can grow mustaches, and you could do like Raleigh Fingers curly Q, the big brush mustache, the like French one where it's like the little thin one. Like, what if you could grow any mustache? What style would you grow?
The curl one is it's kind of vibey. I had a friend in the past that had a curly mustache and wore a hat. And it was like, this guy, you feel him when he enters the room.
Yeah, it's an aura.
That's aura, 100%. That's
it's like
aura.
A bow tie, but then like your whole world like you have to dress in plaid.
It's your whole personality. So yeah, that might be a tricky road to go down if that really. But it's also sick. Right? It's also aura for sure.
Because you have like the little mustache
wax and stuff.
Wax.
And I think it's it takes time to pull off. You know, it's not just something you wake up and you do. You're like, I've spent some time on this, and then you get respect from people around you because you've done that.
I think it's like when old friends haven't seen each other in a long time. Like, I feel like we've covered a lot.
We have all the bases.
You won't get this anywhere else.
No, you will not get this at any other station here. And I mean, not just radio. I mean, actual stations. Like, it's not going to happen. So.
Well, we hope you have the best of seasons.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
we are rooting for you.
Yes, for sure.
We miss you. We miss your Musk. We miss your son. When this is done, we should all get an apartment together. You know, that whole deal. Good luck. Stay healthy. Get healthy. Stay healthy. And we'll talk to you during the season, brother.
Thank you, guys.
That's Kevin Huerter, everybody.